Hey guys, Stealth here and welcome back to ICBM. I'm still playing my naval playthrough with the Super Naval mod. And the Super Naval mod just got a new update, which includes new icons for the units. These are still the same aircraft, but if you look at the icon on the map, not so much the icon on the thumbnail here, you can see that this looks like, I'd say a Rafale or a Eurofighter. I'm not exactly sure which one it is. I can't quite see it, but this is a neat new detail that got added. Now, what I was doing was making sure that both West and East Asia don't have any way to attack me. I have a carrier/strike group operating over here, and a second one which is operating towards Karachi. And meanwhile, I'm also hunting satellites, but these buggers are proving tricky to shoot down. So I'll need to invest a bit more in some cruisers and make sure that I can get rid of those, because I don't want them spying on me. The next plan that I have is to build yet another airbase. And once the airbase is done, I'm going to build a couple of 10 megaton bombs. I haven't quite finished the research yet, because I'm still looking at over-the-horizon radar, and then I'm going to go thermonuclear bombs. Because I need an over-the-horizon radar system to defend me against ICBMs. Wouldn't really want to get hurt by any of those buggers. We have an attack bomber from Russia? There. Okay, so that means that there's an aircraft carrier nearby. Alright, we already found the destroyer. It's going to be time for the battle cruiser to show its might here. Enemy destroyer is gone instantly. Let's put nuclear mode back on. I'm going to swap my destroyer to air defense mode. Because there'll probably be plenty of air defenses required here. I still have one ASAT missile to defeat any kind of satellite that happens to fly. Jesus, what the hell is Russia doing? I'm quite happy they don't know where I am. What the hell? Really unfortunate that I lost my my helicopter-borne radar platform, because that would have been really handy here. Cruiser's going to be taking out some of these aircraft. There we go, there's the air. Oh, look at that. Even the aircraft carrier got a new sign, a new icon for it. Unfortunately for the aircraft carrier, it's going to be really short-lived. And we have a couple of fighters overhead, which the destroyer is working on making short work of. Interceptor, the aircraft carrier is down. Not that my ships are going to take too much damage, because there's not lack of trying from the Russian bombers. I really love these engagements. There's just the ships using their anti-surface or their surface-to-air missiles, working on taking out as many aircraft as possible. Even the North American group is now pitching in. There's another satellite, and now it's gone. Well done, boys. That means that the cruiser is out of ASATs. This battle cruiser has taken some damage, and the destroyer is healthy. Nevertheless, I'm going to pull these guys all the way back, because they will be getting assistance from an aircraft carrier, and I'd rather not have that aircraft carrier sail around the Pacific there unescorted. Whoa! West Asia just decided to throw in another aircraft carrier. And the coastal mobile missile battery is busy. Wiping out first both of the destroyers. And yep, another salvo should do it. They're still old aircraft. Come on. Aircraft carrier destroyed. It's going to come at the expense of several aircraft from this aircraft carrier here. Because I'm not really feeling too confident about my ability to take them all down. I lost 3 fighters. I have my interceptors. And my AWACS. Sorry, not my AWACS. My, what was it? My Hawkeye, I believe. I always get the Hawkeye and the Sentry confused. My Hawkeye/Sentry, whatever it is. My AWACS bird is coming back for some repairs. At least that thing made it through. Alright. Anybody else need any attention from me right now? There's the other aircraft carrier ready to go. It's going to take this fleet a while to get back here. 13 minutes about. Whoops. Enemy carrier of Europe detected. Oh yeah. Oh, all the way over there. Okay, well, I don't consider those to be a big threat at the moment. It's not really anywhere near where I'm operating. So that's fine. They can keep their aircraft carrier. I don't mind. Now, what I would like to do is go for a big strike against East Asia. I want to do one of those massive strikes that takes out most of East Asia and West Asia in one swoop. It's going to take probably 20 bombers. And that means I need 20 10 megaton bombs. So let's speed up things a bit. Oh, we destroyed an SSBN. That's nice. Apparently that SSBN was operating pretty close here. What I don't like is how my carrier and my heavy battlecruiser took a bit of damage. Let's get these guys back. But at least it does prove that I'm pushing the East Asian faction underground. They don't seem to be too confident anymore about their ability to deploy anything along the coastline, which is exactly where I want them. I don't want these guys to be deploying anything along the coastline.
Research complete.
Okay, that is the radar system, over the horizon radar. Let's speed those things up first. Deploy the aircraft carrier here. Let's get the radar bird up. What else is happening? We detected satellites, but unfortunately not able to do much about it. Still, I have a cruiser here, which is standing by with more missiles, but it's currently not seeing any satellites fly over. I need to track where the West Asian satellite is. See, there's another West Asian satellite. Seems to be turning over Khabarovsk and then somewhere here, I guess. Alright, I want this group over... Well, no, actually I want them here. And I want this aircraft over here so I can delete that SAM site. There we go, another satellite. Hit. Not a kill. Another missile flies out. Probably no joy. At least this one will keep getting resupplied. As long as I have ASATs, which I just happen to run out of. Let's get a few more. Keep it up. Don't get too close to that SAM site now. Because it's probably not terribly happy to see you, you know? The cruisers, the heavy battle cruisers, now also have over-the-horizon radar. And the same goes for the cruisers. Which means that they can work over both... Oh, hold on, it was the destroyers, wasn't it? Yeah, the destroyers have ABM defense, not the not the cruisers. The cruisers are sheer anti-ship / anti-air / ASAT. What they cannot do is take out enemy ballistic missiles. What are we shooting up now? We're still trying to hit that damn satellite. Oh, it's taking forever. Let's improve my ability to track targets using the shortwave radar update. Thermonuclear is ready in about 70 seconds. This one in 2 minutes, and then another airbase in 11. Let's hope that the enemy doesn't declare war on me before that happens. Can we see what the other guys are up to? What is East Asia doing, for example? They're working on a naval airbase. They have an aircraft carrier in reserve? Okay, that's interesting information. We have East Asia going for advanced optics and building a destroyer.
Research complete.
Okay, that's the thermonuclear weapons. And these guys are working on an advanced shortwave radar. And they're building a destroyer. That's the African group. I don't really consider Africa to be a major target of me right now. I might change my opinion on that after I'm done killing off the West and East Asian factions. Alright, let's build a strike plan. Air bases, target West and East Asia. I want cities killed. I want to synchronize the attack. I want you to select the best weapon configuration that you can. Which currently means that we're only going to be loading up with a couple of nuclear weapons, since we only have the megatons. That's not really good enough. So it is time to start working on some thermonuclear. Some 10 megatons. This should cover most, if not all, of my SAM sites. Meaning that they are all much more effective now at shooting down ballistic missiles. And then I'll take 20 of these things. 25, fine. Could still really use a few more ASATs. Alright, the whole battlecruiser group, I want you to follow the aircraft carrier in. I don't really have a clear-cut task for this aircraft carrier group yet. It will depend on how quickly everybody gets wiped out once the nuclear war starts. Oh, hold on a moment. I might have just figured out a use for them. Because South America is operating to the south here with an aircraft carrier group, no less. Fortunately, we have satellites flying over them. Yep, there they are. They're getting closer. Alright, boys. Let's intercept that group. We might not have a job for them yet, but that is going to change rather soon. Now, I can also relocate this missile truck. But in order to make that thing effective, I would first need to have my my scout plane over here. Where's my AWACS? Pull it down. Probably for refueling and or repair. Still not seeing a lot of assets in West Asia. Satellites are capable of detecting silos, but I'm not seeing any of them. Which kind of feels a bit eerie. Relocate to here. We have another one. Relocate to here. Once the AWACS are in position, I might very quickly get rid of that carrier group. Yep, there they are. There they are.
Research
Reposition
complete.
in 10. Shortwave radar is complete. Good. Very good. Okay, what is next? What are we doing? That sounded an awful lot like somebody threw down a nuke, but apparently not so much. Okay. What is next? Tactical thermonuclear weapons in the Skyfall. That was the next part of the plan. The airbase is ready to be deployed. These things are almost in range. Relocate in 4 seconds. There we go. That's the destroyer gone. That happens if you get too close to Australia, buddy. We don't like it. Gone. These things, once you have them fully upgraded, are powerhouses. And they don't take kindly to random ships operating too close to their shores. Relocate to here. And the other one, I think I had over here, right? Okay, the other airbase is done. I have 1, 2, 3 airbases. 4. Now we're stocking up on 10 megaton bombs. I want to load those on these aircraft. And here too. Okay, once I have that order complete, I'm going to look into building a few more destroyers. Because I feel like those things will be really effective against shooting down enemy ballistic missiles that might come my way. And since I don't have a lot of SAM sites to defend me, this is going to be my defense. Now, is there anything we can hit? Yes, we can hit the naval airbase. And or the airbase over there. Yeah, we might as well. Okay, are all the air bases standing by? I'll now hit Istanbul, Tehran, Karachi, Delhi, Bombay, Beijing, Seoul, Tokyo, Shanghai, and Hong Kong. That's a lot of strikes, and I don't like these SAM sites which are in the way. Excuse me? Who? What? Wait. Russia. Russia just went to war. Russia's the only one who has points. They hit Los Angeles, Mexico, Mexico again, Mexico for a third time, Dagon, and Hong Kong. Okay, well there goes the plan. We are now at nuclear war. Execute plan beta.
Executing strike plan.
We're gonna hit everything. In West and East Asia, that is. I might lose an aircraft or two flying over SAM sites, but Istanbul is quite the production hub and needs to be taken care of. Oh, somebody's shooting back at Russia now. Wouldn't be surprised if that's the Europeans. These guys lost 4% and 1%, so they're pretty fine. So far, nobody's trying to hit me yet. Who is hitting back? The hell? I think that we're going to see the pollution go up very, very, very quickly here. Good lord, what the hell is happening? Bombers of the United States have been detected. Sorry, North America. Yep, there's a bomber from Russia. I need this aircraft carrier group out here right away. It might sound strange, but I need to protect these guys. What the fuck? I need to protect these guys in order to gain some points myself. Look at these guys. They just had a frickin' boomer off my coast. Russia is just hitting everything with nukes right now. Not that I'm doing any more sympathetic than they are. But this thing needs to go. I have patrol aircraft on the way. It's going to be there in 45 seconds. I'm relocating a coastal mobile missile battery in 50 seconds. Normally they wouldn't be able to attack a boomer, but this thing is surfaced. So it might be able to target it anyway. Okay, that was my strike. And that immediately put me at 1,234 points. Putting West Asia at 84% GDP and East Asia at 75. I still have a few 10s. So I'm going to cancel the attack plan and get ready to go again. I probably lost a few aircraft in that attack. Jesus, somebody really dislikes East Asia. Europe is also getting hit. No, not badly anyway. But Russia is getting messed up. Yeah, Russia just went down to 73% and counting. And it looks like it's a combination of Europe and North America which are delivering the good news. Am I not an interesting target or something? I have so many assets that the game is just refusing to tell me how much I have or don't have in GDP. What can I hit? Dhaka. Yeah, sure. Go. Execute.
Strike plan.
I'm going to skip on those 4 destroyers. I'll just build 1. Because this match is going to be over real soon. And I don't think the Skyfall is going to assist me that much. So let's go full production. And yes, I know it's less efficient. But this pollution meter is going up so fast that I really need to get some more points in. Because Europe is approaching very quickly. There is a lot happening right now. The carrier group here is going to be very useless. Russia really got hit hard. They're down to 53%. East Asia is down to 68%. But at least Russia has done some damage, which is why they are still on some points, and East Asia is pretty much not. 66% GDP, 79, 50% for Russia, Africa on 88, South America on 97. Oh, really? Unfortunately, my aircraft can't reach that. Well, on a one-way trip. I suppose I cannot hit Europe either, right? Yeah, again, on a one-way trip. Not great. building tents. Destroyers ready. Sydney has some defenses. But it feels like I'm not being targeted. Interestingly. Look at Russia glowing. Holy shit. They must have started it, but they're not going to be the ones to finish it, that's for sure. We already have new targets selected. This one's going to hit Calcutta. This aircraft is going to pay a visit to Hyderabad. I hope I can farm enough points off of East Asia, but they have been hit pretty hard. Also, this airbase could prove challenging. I want these over the horizon, well, not so much over the horizon. Hold on. Strike plan. Wait, one. Cruisers. Cruisers to engage pretty much anything but cities. Mobile SAM, SAM sites, radar sites. All of it but cities. Constant attack plan, you don't need to synchronize it, you just need to be on a continuous strike. Whatever you can spot, hit it. We're on nuclear war, I can throw out as many nukes as I want now. Oh, we got a fight here. A pretty big one, because I have lost all of my aircraft. Including the patrol one? Yes. This aircraft carrier has lost all but 3 of its attack bombers. I still have the carrier slash heavy cruiser borne radar platform, which if I don't put it out too aggressively will help me, because I can still take out that airbase over there. This cruiser should just be about in range. Come on, that is definitely inside your SRBM range. There we go. I needed to toggle this to make sure that it actually started using those. Oh, hello! I wasn't expecting you folks around here. But we can make sure that you're not going to be here for long. That's my radar platform. That's going to be their aircraft carrier dead. Yep. There goes the SAM site. How am I doing on points? 1904. I still have a few bombs, but this aircraft carrier is not capable of dropping those. This one might. 1, 2, 3. Just to see what those things do. They're relatively small at 750 kilotons, but they should be more than plenty to take out a SAM site or two. Keep building. We're 18 minutes 35 out, but pollution keeps going up at an alarming rate. I am losing attack bombers. I have lost a fighter. Yeah, this attack bomber is probably not going to make it through. Cancel your order. Oh, that's what we're looking at. I don't quite understand why Europe happens to have a group over there. But it needs to be gone. So if I can get my cruiser over there, and my AWACS to spot, then I can throw a couple of short-range ballistic missiles at this whole carrier group. The carrier group here is dead. But the real problem is I have no spotter. This one might prove very valuable in this fight. Insofar as there's any fight left in that naval airbase down there. Got another naval airbase over there. Yeah, that's not going to work. Cancel the attack plans. I have 1 plane here. Only 3 here. 3 here. And 2 here. So I lost a couple of aircraft, but it's
A
not
city has
that
been
bad.
bombed.
Oh! I'm getting hit in Melbourne, and that might come from these guys here. Relocate this aircraft carrier group, because once again, it's the South Americans that are trying to target me. I just wonder what they used. Oh! That's what they used. Gotcha. They're using attack bombers with nuclear missiles on them. Or nuclear... whatever, these. The 750s. That's air-to-air. That's another strike aircraft. Well, you know what that calls for, right? That calls for that. Nope, here. You. Here. I think South America needs another demonstration of just the sheer lethality of a couple of coastal missile batteries. Because it seems like they have forgotten their previous example. ETA? 36 seconds. ETA 28 seconds. The only thing that I'm a little bit scared of is the interceptors here. I have so many different assets that the game... No, I really can't see how much I have. How much GDP I have left. Don't go too aggressive now, because they will nail you. Once again. Hello, boys. Oh, you're just out of range. It's almost like they know exactly where they shouldn't be. Almost. But not quite. Because that's going to come at the expense of one destroyer. Really? Cruiser, feel free to use the SRBM. Charge directly at that aircraft carrier group. The only thing that this carrier has left is its one aircraft over here. It's potentially the most valuable one, though. Alright, some of these air bases. I could really use another air wing. I just don't know if they're going to be arriving in time. What can I hit? What's worth points? Which is also where I won't get shot down at, preferably. Kampala. Nice this time of year. For now. Mogadishu. This is too close to that airbase. I'm not going to fly over there. Nairobi. In the meanwhile, the SRBMs are working over the aircraft carrier group. There goes another one. Ah, you missed. You missed. I'm still on 2,054 points. Pretty healthy. 71% pollution. Airstrike in progress. And now we're going to be building a bunch of bombers. And a few fighters, because I also lost those. I think that these might have learned their lesson by now. At least I'm rather hoping so. But, yeah, there we go. I also lost my last aircraft. Crap. Fortunately, I still have an AWACS on standby. This destroyer is on the move. Nah, not that that saved it. Not that that saved it at all. Heavy battle cruiser. Doesn't have shots? Okay. Oh, right, yeah. It can only engage naval targets. Meet you over here.
Air wings replenished.
Very good. We're farming some points out of Africa now. And once this airbase is gone, I might also be able to hit some targets here. Although they're not that valuable. That's the end of the airbase. Done. Cruiser sunk. Heavy battle cruiser's been destroyed. Alright. I guess I got a bit too close to that airbase. And they didn't take kindly to my presence. Well, I guess I deserve that. That's what I get from getting outside of the umbrella of my anti-air defense. So, how is Russia? Not great. Look at the glow over their cities. Their population is down to 8% and their GDP at 28. East Asia still has 35 million occupants, a GDP of 54%. West Asia is down to 65% GDP, Africa at 81, South America holding it at 83, North America 82, Europe 82, and I have no idea. Just too many units, too many assets. So I'll have to look at that at the end of the game. Alright, anything else I can get an interesting shot at? Kampala again. Kinshasa is inside of my range, but it's also pretty close to an airbase. Oh well. Cape Town. Anything else I can farm out of East Asia, maybe? These are all relatively low points, so probably not. I don't even have to consider going to Russia, because there's not anything left there. The US seems to have been hit a bit, but I imagine that this whole missile network saved them. Because they have a lot of population left in Toronto, Montreal, New York, Washington, Chicago, pretty healthy. I don't see myself getting there anytime soon. Nor do I have the time / the pollution rate to do that. Alright, so let's wrap this game up. See what other nuclear strikes I can execute.
Air wings replenished.
Air wings replenished, very nice. I really don't feel confident going all the way to Tehran and Istanbul because it's too dangerous there.
A city has been bombed.
Whoa! I just lost an airbase. That was a nuclear strike. Do we know the origin of that nuclear strike? Is it possible that it was the aircraft carrier with a nuke? Nah. There's too much happening here. I have too many defenses and too many eyes, so an aircraft carrier attack aircraft is not that likely to make it through. Which means that it might have been a missile. An ICBM. Oh, you can't see it. Okay, let's change that. This one is just about in range, but it doesn't have line of sight. That aircraft carrier needs to go.
Production complete.
What? You're out of range? Still? Okay, productions are done. Give me a couple more. There we go. I found the aircraft carrier again. Of course, there will be hell to pay for this. Calcutta, Patna, Hyderabad, Bombay. One of these aircraft is not going towards the actual target. This one. Don't fly towards there, just attack Hyderabad. Nuclear threat detected? Hold. Where? Unknown. It seems like nobody, fortunately, has been able to research SRBMs. Sorry, no, not SRBMs, MIRVs. Those cluster warheads. If they had, then I would have probably been hit quite a bit harder. %, pollution. Just do a last 2 or 3 strikes, and then we're probably done with polluting the planet. $95, $96, $97, $98.
Production complete.
I don't care at this point. 99. Just somebody throw down 1 or 2 last nukes and we're done. Jesus, Russia. There we go. The world is in ruins and the game is done. I have been able to successfully, if you want to call that a success, kill 135 million people. I suppose most of those kills came from East Asia and West Asia during that alpha strike that I did using the strike plan. North America came in second, kills-wise, and also points-wise. I thought it was going to be Europe, but apparently the North Americans were more successful. They kept a bit more of their population alive, and they killed a bit more than Europe, which is probably why they got more points. Europe, interestingly, threw down 285 warheads, but didn't get that many kills. So they might have been going for either scraps or some smaller kills or smaller warheads. South America only deployed 12 warheads. That's not a lot. And because of that, they didn't get much in the sense of kills. I wonder what they were doing, South America. Were they trying to strike against North America? Because I know that they clipped me a few times, but it wasn't that bad. I don't believe I lost 10 million there. Because I still had 93% of my population survive. Russia, the aggressors in this nuclear war, killed 25 million people, but at the end of the road had only 6% of their population survive, netting them a score of minus 797. As far as, let's see, military might goes, I'm interested in that. Military might. Let's turn them all off. North America was pretty stable. Looks like they had a few skirmishes over here. Maybe a few air wars, or maybe they lost a naval group. Let's see if we can coincide those with another. This looks to be coinciding. So it's like the North Americans and the Europeans had a skirmish over here, which might have been a group of naval units facing each other. Then here, this is not each other. These two are pretty close and also dropped at the same time. And then the US started boosting the military and Europe started losing stuff. South America. Pretty steady. A couple of clashes, but nothing very serious. I'm not really seeing any real correlation between them and me, even though I did sink quite a few of their ships. My military might was pretty high at 8,572 at the end of the game, topping out at 10,896 at the 3-hour 19 mark, which I think is higher than any other group. Any other faction. Which makes sense, because I had those battle cruisers sailing around, cruisers, destroyers, aircraft carriers. Any surfaced assets that I could spot were immediately getting killed off. And you can probably see that when it comes to West and East Asia. Not so much that there's a correlation, but they just did not have the ability to build up much. West Asia maybe a little bit more than East Asia, but they still were not capable of deploying a lot of naval units or military units. Well, I mean, SAM sites and such along their coastline, because they immediately got squashed by either destroyer, cruiser, or aircraft carrier. I really like the naval mod. The naval super mod just adds so much stuff. And especially the heavy battle cruisers. I didn't even fully upgrade them, but even without the fully upgraded versions, they were serious threats. If you don't feel like going full naval, you can still upgrade your anti-ship missiles, your ASHMs, and use your coastal mobile missile batteries. Of course, it will depend on what continent you play. In my case, I was able to relocate them pretty quickly and allow those things to very, very efficiently take down any ship, provided that they had an AOX overhead. If you are Africa, for example, they can very effectively secure the Mediterranean. Europe, same thing, Mediterranean. Russia, I see them less beneficial. Sure, you have that whole coastline to your north, but that's really the only place where you could put a few of them down. I just don't expect a lot of shipping down there. And when it comes to the US/South America, the Florida/Cuba area would be interesting to have a couple of those to just negate any kind of ships that happen to be there. Alright, that's the playthrough for now. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I will be streaming ICBM later this week, and later this week means December 11th, 2020, in case you're watching the video any later than then. So I hope you can join me then. Links down below in the description. I will be streaming just here on YouTube, so you can find me here on the channel. Hope to see you there, and hope we can have a nice nuclear party. Thank you for watching this another mini-series. Links down below in the description to the mods, and have fun playing ICBM.